What is up, guys? Hello and welcome. I'm finally back. For those of you who don't know, I did say something on my Discord, but I didn't really say anything on YouTube about it. I guess I could have made a community post or whatever, but yeah, I have not been posting because I've been getting over COVID for like the last 2 weeks. It's a pain. I'm finally back. I'm feeling well enough to finally get back to recording, and with coming back, I'm actually going to be starting a few new series as well. I have 2 other games, maybe 3 other games that I'm going to be starting a series on, so keep an eye out for those. Let's go ahead and get right into this. So today I am going to be talking about wastewater treatment. This is an SD card route, so if you do not know about the SD cards, you can go check. There will be a link in the description as well as in the card. That is a video where I talk about the SD cards and what they are. So let's go ahead and get right into this. So the first thing you need to do is switch to be a Petrochem trucker. Now, if you do not have a trucker's PDA, you can change at the trucking HQ. Up here in Sandy Shores, there's this sort of satellite looking thing that is the truckers HQ. It is right next to the job center. It works the same way as the job center. You just walk into a little orange circle and it will pop up with a list of things that you can become. You want to be a trucking petrochem or petrochemical. There is also one down here at the docks, but I would suggest you use this one up here, at least start here, because you're going to be coming right over here to the GSD gas pumping station. It's right behind the filtering plant. So another way that you can switch to Petrochem is if you do have a trucker's PDA, you can go into your M menu, phone services, trucker's PDA, then you can switch to Petrochem trucker from here. So once you are at the GSD gas pumping station, you're just going to pull forward into this area and extract raw gas. Okay, now what I would suggest you do if you are actually going to be making a lot of this is to actually have a train yard storage somewhere near here. I would probably suggest this one, the Sandy Shores train yard. Then you can store it here, and then also own this train yard over here, the new one that is at the filtering plant. So then you have access to train yard storage right here. So basically just sort of go back and forth between here and the storage and store the raw gas. And then the next step where you are refining it, you will just take it from here and sort of just drive back and forth between these 2 places. So for the next step, we are going to have to head over to the refinery, and if you do not know where that is, it is over here on the right side of the map. Do not get it confused with the chemical labs up at the Humane Labs. It is down here at the sort of gas refinery. It's across from the windmills. Here we are at the refinery, well, just about here. So if you are doing the train yards like I was saying, basically what you'll do is just take it out of storage from right over here. It's kind of in the parking lot over on the side, and just drive it over here and sort of just repeat this step over and over again, and then put it back into that train yard storage. So what you are gonna do is go into the area and you're going to refine raw gas. Now, I will not have a whole lot of it, but I should get, I believe, 6 wastewater from what I have in here. Nope, I got 10. Okay, so we have 10 wastewater to work with. So that means we should get 5 treated water. So once you have refined the raw gas and you have all of your materials, what I would suggest you do is that if you do own this train yard, that you put it into this train yard storage and buy another train yard storage, which is this one down here, the LS docks. This will give you access to the self-storage right around the corner from the water treatment plant. Now, you can actually access the water treatment plant as a petrochemical trucker. It just will not show up on your map. Like the icon will not show up. So it is actually right here. If you sort of go to the middle island here, which is Elysian Island, next to the train track in this little loop, right here. This is where the water treatment is. I will show you where you need to go. Okay, here we are. So we're passing right by where you spawn the passenger trains at, or I guess cargo trains too. The location is right here in this corner. Now, if you are having any troubles finding that location, what you can actually do is switch back over to a normal commercial trucker. Then it will show up on your map, but you can access it as any of the other trucker types. So all you have to do is just come to this location and you will be able to treat your water. Now, what you will normally have is this right here, the treat wastewater, which will give you sulfur. What we are going to be doing, which is the SD card route, is this right here, cleaning wastewater. This will take it from being Petrochem wastewater to one treated water, which this is actually a decently quick route. It's definitely more like grindable, I guess I would say, than the other routes. It does have a little bit more driving, but if you sort of split it up into the 3 separate parts, the collecting raw gas, the refining, and then this part right here, it really is not a long drive between all of them. You can go from, oh, well, it's not on here anymore, but it's right here to the storage there, this storage to the refinery here, and then lastly from this storage right here to right here, and just sort of back and forth. Now this treated water can be used in any number of routes. I guess the main one that people will probably be using it for is for concrete. Yes, I believe that is pretty much everything. We now have the, this is the worst way to get into here. We now have the treated water. We got 5. I had 87 before, now I'm at 92. So yeah, we got 5 from that, and that is everything. If you have any questions about this route or any other routes, you can actually leave those down in the comments, and if you have any topics that you want me to cover in future videos, you can leave those down there as well. And I am glad to be back. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed this video. If you did, be sure to hit the like and subscribe button, and I will see you in the next one. Bye bye.